Breaking news out of Greensboro now. A bicyclist hit Friday night has died. Police are still looking for the driver, accused of hitting and killing 63-year-old Donald Edward Keene Jr. Officers say the crash happened around 8:30 Friday night on Sands Drive. Police believe the vehicle involved is a charcoal gray Nissan Rogue made between 2017 and 2020. They say the car will have extensive damage to the front right side. The Madison Police Department confirms a former interim police chief is on paid administrative leave. The chief of police tells us Captain Clint Smith was placed on leave at the beginning of September. He had served as interim chief since August of 2022. The chief said he could not share why Smith was placed on leave. Last week, the State Bureau of Investigation confirmed there is an investigation into the Madison Police Department, but it's still unclear if Smith's leave is connected to that investigation. We have learned one person has died, another has serious injuries after a crash in Winston-Salem. This happened last Wednesday, and State Highway Patrol says troopers tried to pull over Brandon Walker for driving with a fake plate. We're told that he didn't stop, which started a chase and ended when Walker crashed into an apartment building near the intersection of Cole Road and Utah Drive. Troopers say he died at the scene, and a passenger inside the car was taken to the hospital with serious injuries. Winston-Salem police are investigating after they say two groups of people fired shots at each other. Officers responded to Mock Street around 11 p.m. Friday. They say they found several cars and apartment units damaged from bullets. Later on, they learned one man went to the hospital with gunshot wounds. We're told his injuries are not life-threatening. So far, no arrests have been made. Now to the war between Israel and Hamas. As the conflict continues overseas, security concerns remain here at home, with several tense protests held over the weekend. Sam Brock reports.
As Israel escalates its attacks on Hamas in Gaza, protests calling for a ceasefire are growing louder here in the U.S.
What are you watching, TikTok? Is that where you get your history?
Over the weekend, on either side of Miami's famed Ocean Drive, pro-Palestinian and pro-Israel groups held dueling demonstrations.
I'm fighting for my ancestors, I'm fighting for my people, I'm fighting for my country.
We gotta fight for our right to live in freedom.
At the same protest in Miami, this cell phone video shared with NBC News and now seen by millions on social media shines a light on this hateful outburst by a woman pushing a stroller. On Sunday, protests broke out in cities nationwide, from Austin to Boston.
What we're seeing now is people demanding an end to our government's complicity in this genocide.
In New York, a rally Friday night forced authorities to temporarily close Grand Central Terminal. There was also a bomb threat the next day at a Manhattan synagogue. Though police searched the area and found no sign of any threats, the voices for action, old and young. Ceasefire now! Ceasefire now! From grade school kids at a Brooklyn rally to the nation's college campuses, which continue to serve as a flashpoint. On Friday, Columbia University suspended two student groups, accusing them of violating school policy with threatening rhetoric and intimidation. And at Ohio State, investigators are looking into the assaults of two students and vandalism at the school's Jewish Center, which the university's president says directly targeted our Jewish community.
They're very disturbed. They are scared. And, you know, it's a challenging time to be a Jewish college student on campus right now.
Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu on Meet the Press says he believes the majority of Americans are supportive of their efforts.
They understand that we're fighting the just battle of civilization against barbarism. But those who protest for Hamas, you're protesting for sheer evil.
That was Sam Brock reporting. In Commitment 2024, the Republican presidential field is shrinking. Last night, Senator Tim Scott of South Carolina announced he's dropping out of the race. The announcement comes less than a week after he was one of 5 candidates who took the stage for the third primary debate. His campaign and an allied super PAC spent millions of dollars on ads in early voting states. Scott saw an uptick in early state polls, but failed to gain enough traction recently. Here's what he said about his decision last night.
I think the voters who are the most remarkable people on the planet have been really clear that they're telling me, not now, Tim. I don't think they're saying, Trey, no, but I do think they're saying not now.
Scott is the second major candidate to leave the race since the end of October. Former Vice President Mike Pence suspended his campaign 2 weeks ago. Scott's next move is unclear. He had previously said his 2022 Senate re-election would be his last.